So it's day 32, and Baron and I are here to show you some videos that I took from the show that I just played. I'll try to get a couple more tomorrow, maybe. I've cleared out a little bit of room on my phone, and I'm the only violinist, so I can put my phone on my stand and take some video, and it's not super weird. Like if I had a stand partner that's like, what are you doing? So I'm just kind of over in a corner by myself, and nobody can see that I'm taking these videos. So I made one. The first clip that you'll see is from the song Holding Out for a Hero, which is kind of a disco tune, but apparently some musical used it, because this show that I'm doing is a bunch of single songs from a bunch of different musicals. And it's a bunch of high school kids singing them. Like I don't know, I guess they've picked some of their favorite songs from their favorite shows and putting on this production. And this particular Holding Out for a Hero song had quite the gnarly vibraphone part. And we don't actually have real vibes in our little pit. What are you doing? We've got what looks like mallet percussion, but it's actually it's like soft pads that are programmable. So it's an electronic thing that our director has programmed certain sounds into it. So it can be vibraphone, or it could be timpani, or glockenspiel, or marimba, or just like whatever noises you want. It's almost like a programmable keyboard, but instead of looking like an actual little piano, it's much larger and meant to be hit with mallets. Or we found out that you can just press it with your finger, and it actually has sustain capabilities if you press and hold on things. Anyway, this kid wasn't available for our rehearsals, I guess, and this is the first time I've seen him, was to the rehearsal that we had before the show tonight. And he looks at this part, and it is a bunch of 16th note arpeggios at blistering fast disco tempo, and he's like, there's no way that I can manage that back here, because as you'll see in these videos, we're completely pitch black. We're actually on stage, but kind of under a large wooden platform, and the only lights that we have are stand lights, and I'm using my iPad for the show, so I don't even have a stand light. And this guy, he's got like one little stand light, but it doesn't cover a gigantic mallet thing that has black pads. How is he possibly going to see what notes he's supposed to be hitting? And they don't respond quite correctly because they're a soft rubber instead of a hard thing that he's used to hitting, and I think they're a bigger target, they're spaced differently, so there's just no way that this kid was going to nail these arpeggios at the tempo that we're taking it. And I actually do nothing during the fast disco part of the song, so I said, hey, I could do that. And I regretted that decision when the song actually started going, because of course everyone's all excited and adrenaline is pumping, and it went quite fast, and I sort of bailed. You'd like to think that if somebody says, hey, can you play a 1-octave arpeggio in 5 different keys, you're like, yeah, I could do that. They're not even hard keys. They're like, here. I think the first one it's D minor to A minor. Let me find it here. D minor to A minor to B flat major to F major to C major. That's it. This kid wrote in the chords, which was very helpful because tomorrow if I bail, I'm just going to start playing. I'm going to keep the 16th notes, but I'm just going to play whatever chord tones I actually feel like playing because this is a little tricky. It's slightly tricky how fast they're taking it. So I'll take a look at that before the show tomorrow because I got to play it once before the show tonight. And the show was my second time through it. So it wasn't great. It can be better. It will be better. I'll record the progress of that lick over the next 3 shows for you. The other clip that I'm including in this video is from the showstopper Everybody Say Yeah, because that's a really fun, groovy tune. So I think I got the whole thing plus the little chaser that we do at the end that served as the bows music for this. Yeah, so that's what I did tonight, and it's 9:15, and I want to go to bed. I didn't sleep well at all last night, and I've been having trouble sleeping for a while, and I really want to start getting up early and going to the shop and doing some work in the morning, because these next 2 weeks, starting on Monday, the next 2 weeks are in LA every night, and I'm not gonna have time to work at the shop, and I'll only have a few days at the end of February, so I won't have a very big paycheck if I don't find some time to squeeze some work in. So it means that I need to start waking up earlier, which means I need to start going to bed earlier and actually getting any amount of sleep at all would be really groovy. So I'll be back tomorrow with I think I'll just do some more clips tomorrow. Maybe I'll show you a clip of me practicing that crappy arpeggio disco thing, and I'll just do some clips of the show. We've got 2 shows tomorrow, so I'll give you clips from both. And I promise that if I actually have time to come home in between the shows, which I did not have time to come home between the 3:30 rehearsal and now, because I thought it was going to be like 3:30 to 4:30 and then go do your own thing, but it actually ended up being 3:30 to 6:15. Everybody scoot out and go try to find dinner really quick and be back for the show that started at 7. So hopefully it'll be a short show in the afternoon, and then I can come home, get a little bit of practicing done on this music that I need to learn for LA over the next 2 weeks. So, Baron, say bye. Thank you. Yeah, he says bye. And we will see you tomorrow on day 33 with more clips of how I'm spending my time performing, as opposed to the things that I'll be practicing if I have any time or energy to practice in between. So please enjoy these clips where you can't see me really at all because it's basically totally pitch black. But surprisingly, the audio isn't overpowering. Somehow, all of the amplification did not overpower my little phone speakers, and it actually, I think it sounds pretty good. I mean, aside from like intonation and stuff, just sound quality is impressive. It's not all over loud and clipping and gross. So the first clip is from Holding Out for a Hero, and then the second one is most of the song Everybody Say Yeah. So See you tomorrow.
No longer are we making shoes, we are making 2.5 feet of